Hey guys, welcome to Dock Talk, first episode. We don't really know what we're doing, but we're going to give this a shot. I am Owen Jones, I'm your host, and I've got my co-host over here, Mr. Jason Parrott.
Good afternoon, everybody.
We're excited to have our first podcast. There's a lot of places we can go with it, but to start, we wanted to introduce ourselves and a little bit about the company and kind of go from there. Jason, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm Jason Parrott. I've been with Tommy Docks here going on 6 years. Started in June of 2016. I bring about 20 years of operational management to the table. That level of skill set combined with Owen's, we've turned out to make a pretty good team here, and we're excited for what the future holds.
Avid barbecue enthusiast.
Both of us. Crazy barbecue.
Although most recently I was the better enthusiast. I'm Owen Jones. I actually have kind of a extended background, but I actually originally come from real estate, still kind of dabble in real estate. I purchased the company the end of 2015, and I just saw opportunity. The business model of this industry has been sort of stagnant for some time, and so I felt there was opportunity to sort of break the mold on how people shop for a dock and how they purchase things for their waterfront living. Most importantly, e-commerce and, kind of making things easier for everyday consumers to find stuff, do their own research. What you find is people are really comfortable putting things together themselves if you have good instructions. I mean, I would say you agree. I mean,
absolutely.
There's a lot of mechanically minded people in the country that maybe prefer to not have somebody show up at their house, but would prefer to just, put it together. So, I guess marketing is probably my main background. And, Jason and I make a good yin and yang team. Sometimes we're on the same team. Sometimes we're not. It just depends on the time of year.
And the mood.
Yeah. We're in a good mood now because it's May and we finally have decent weather here. So
and it is the proverbial dock season.
It is, yeah. So I'm glad you brought it up. So now that we're in dock season, this show is going to be, obviously, Dock Talk's the name of our show. We're going to be focusing on outdoor living, which involve docks, of course, but we're also going to talk about, boating, fishing, all the fun stuff that surrounds that water sports, all that good stuff. And we're going to have guests on the show, giving some valuable insight. Some of that's going to be even related. We talked about having an episode with some experts in pond excavation for people that have some land that want to do that. Getting some do's and don'ts in that world and an idea of what that process looks like. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I know that, post-pandemic, everybody's been focused on investing in their time at home and what they can do and what that experience looks like. And even though now things are kind of opening up and people are traveling, it's still, everybody wants to go in their backyard and crack a beer at night, and sit around a campfire in the summer. I mean, that's pretty much universal America, I think.
Absolutely.
So as far as like the release schedule goes, we're planning on releasing these on Wednesdays, barring something, unforeseen happen. Wednesdays, these are going to come out. And every week we're going to discuss new topics. This week, we just wanted to introduce ourselves. As far as like, I'm going to punt this to Jason, but I mean, do we want to talk a little bit about the company and where it's been, where it is, where it's headed?
Yeah, I think that's a good kickoff to give our audience some perspective of where we came from and what improvements we've made and sort of the direction we want to continue to grow in. I think it's important to mention how data starved and the poor information we had when we first.
Yeah, Jason was operating in the dark, lights off. Figure it out, buddy.
And we did really at first had to just gain a feel for our customer base and for all the SKUs that were offered, and then understanding the dock world per se, and what pain points were out there for our customers, and what innovative products we could potentially design or
I mean, it was hard for us because Jason and I aren't lakefront people at the moment. So I am now, and Jason will be soon, but there was a little bit of a learning curve. So for us, it's hard to know the nuances of what that pain is until you get feedback from customers and other employees, quite honestly.
Yeah, so learning the dock world, as we talk about, is something that I think we've done a really good job educating ourselves on. We took the time in the beginning to really understand what people are looking for, and then from an internal perspective, how we could not only offer a value and bring along the higher end instructions and video and content to help our customers. But overall, I think we've made some major strides, and we're poised for some real long-term success.
Yeah, no, I agree. It really came down to, it basically, when I was purchasing the business in 2015, I did some market research, and it started with just, Googling boat docks. What's out there? What am I finding? Lake house docks, replace my dock, whatever it is. And what you find is like a lot of really good looking websites with different, of course, different brands. And we'll probably have some of these brands on here, to be honest, but it's not super informational. It's nice photos. And then it's like, now what?
Go figure it out.
Here, enter your name and email. And we actually aren't going to be the ones to talk to you. It's going to be some dealer.
Yeah.
Some
dealer that dusts off their dealer booklet, and they haven't sold one of the systems in 3 years, and now they're going to turn around and tell you what you need. Exactly.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, maybe listeners out there, it's if you've ever like gone to a marina like to shop for a boat or a jet ski or something. I don't know. I mean, my experience hasn't been great. I know yours hasn't.
Has not been good.
As much as I love being talked down to while I'm trying to also buy something from them, it's one of those things where it's like, really, I just want to get on my iPad, crack a beer on Sunday night and order my dock, and I'll put it together myself, and I don't need anybody to, tell me what I don't know. I'm well aware I don't know a lot of things, so...
I remember you telling me that when I asked you 2 or 3 weeks into me joining Tommy Docks. I remember asking you, why Tommy Docks? And your answer was, because I sat down and Googled docks and I tried to buy one and I couldn't.
Yeah.
There was no way for you to effectively go get what you needed from an e-commerce perspective. You could get it in pieces and parts, but not a full configuration where you buy that product and everything.
Yeah, you see the picture, you go on those sites, and it's like, hey, this is perfect. That's what I want. How do I buy that picture?
Yeah.
And there was no answer.
There was no answer. So when I remember right after that conversation, it clicked. That's the direction we needed to go.
Yeah.
And it's proven to be very successful and most importantly, appreciated by our customers.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and it's been fun. I mean, we've had a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
We'll definitely loop you guys into some of the some of the stories. Maybe not today, but certainly there's some. You'll hear the learning curve that existed, and it does seem like every year we look back and go, "What were we thinking?" But I guess that's good. It means you're growing in some way. If you didn't have those moments, then something's wrong.
Yeah, those aha moments are okay. They're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you're progressing in some way. Yeah. Product development's kind of been our fun thing lately. I mean,
Real strong focus in that area.
I mean, we got the trade show world. That whole thing was sort of taken away from everybody the last 24 months, and so we've really pivoted our focus on product development and creating, innovative stuff, but also keeping it that super simple DIY, e-commerce focused. And we have some really cool stuff coming out.
Yeah, that'll be some really good topics as we move forward here. We have a really good team of engineers, and we bring together experts in the industry to assist us with what our vision may be, and we've had a lot of fun with that. And it's exciting what we have coming down the pipe.
Yeah, so I'm not going to keep you guys on this first one too long. Obviously, keep checking back. We're going to have, as I mentioned, awesome interviews from, boat guys, professionals, fishing experts, kayak people, the whole group of that outdoor living experience, especially waterfront related. And it's going to live in our navigation, TommyDocs.com. There'll be a link there for Doc Talk, and you'll see this first episode, of course, and then you'll see on Wednesdays, we'll have new content. And this is all, just really good information to have when you're making a purchase decision, not necessarily on our products, but in general. That's why we're going to bring in the pros to tell us the mistakes they made so you don't have to.
Fantastic. Look forward to the next one and bringing the audience bits of information and guest speakers and some cool topics.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Thank you guys for obviously tuning in. Please subscribe to the page, our YouTube channel. I think these are going to be available. Colton's not looking at me, but I think they're going to be available on Apple Music and and Spotify as well. So you can find them on our website, TommyDocs.com. Doc Talk will be in the navigation. And then just subscribe, and we'll see you guys every week. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.